So one of the things that would make or break a gaming or entertainment setup is bad audio. And so today we're going to be taking a look into the Bestisan SR15 desktop multimedia speakers, which resembles the very popular Edifier QR65s, but the main difference with these is that it's a fraction of the price, which sits at $134, while the Edifier sits at $365. And so we're going to go ahead and unbox this and see if this is worth adding into your gaming setup. So the SR15s come with quite a few features, and on the box it tells you exactly what's inside and the different ways on how to connect the speakers to your devices. And so if we now look inside, you get the optical cable in which you can plug into the back of your TV and the user manual. Also, inside another box, you get a remote controller, the power supply, the line-in cables, the speaker output cable, and a set of AAA batteries. Now, taking a look onto the back of the main speaker, we have our optical port, a sub-out port in case you're looking to connect a subwoofer to your setup, our two line-in ports, an HDMI port for also connected to your TV, a USB port for connecting an additional device like LEDs or for charging your cell phone, two knobs which represents their bass as well as your treble, and lastly the power and speaker output slot. And so if we take a look at the front of the speaker, you will see that it has a mirror-like finish here, so you'll be able to get a nice reflection, which I think is actually pretty nice. It makes the speaker look nice and clean. But that's also where the RGB is going to be coming at. So it's going to go completely around the speaker, and then it will go around the woofer and around the tweeter as well. And then it will have like a reflection to it, which is going to resemble it being somewhat infinite. So I like that. Now, one of the things that I do want to go ahead and check out is this cord here, because a lot of people, including myself, will end up having like a really long desk. And so you need a cord that's going to be long enough, which it looks as though it is long enough. Like I have a 72-inch desk. I have to fold it twice, but this is basically almost double the size of my arm span. So this is actually a plus. I think a lot of people will benefit from this cord alone. So this is a plus over Edifiers. If I'm not mistaken, there was some reviews on Edifiers where the cord was too short. So if you're needing a longer cord, I think the speaker right here will be a good fit. So let's go ahead and let's plug this up, and then let's give a sound test. So now that I've listened to these speakers for about a good hour or two, I have to give my first impression, and I gotta say that I am thoroughly impressed by not only the build quality of these speakers, but just the overall sound that it produces. I didn't even have to adjust the bass or the treble or the volume. Right now, the speakers are sitting at roughly around 20%, and you can tell by if I just continue press the volume button, it's going up. And so if I bring it down, this is basically where I had it at before, which is roughly around, I think like 30-40%. So it was still quite loud, as you guys can tell. And just by listening to the audio, the bass itself, you felt it. So the fact that I didn't have to adjust that is a major plus on Bestisan's part. The actual cord itself is long enough for it to fit on both sides of my desk, and I still have room to even push the speakers out even further if I decide to get a bigger desk, which I do plan on doing sometime in the future. Now, I also do like the fact that it has a remote that goes along with it. If I'm not mistaken, the Edifiers don't come with a remote, so I'm actually happy that I have a remote here, so that way I don't have to push the button every single time. Now, the only thing that I'm sad about is the fact that it doesn't come with a stand. However, for the price difference of it being $134 versus the $365, I can go ahead and still buy a stand and still save me roughly around $175 to $180, maybe $200. So that's still a win in my book. And so with that being said, let me know what you guys think of the speakers down in the comments below. And since you made it to the end of this video, make sure you give this a big fat thumbs up and make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. And I'll catch every single one of you down in the comments below or in the next video. Peace out, guys.